and welcome back to my channel. This is Misty at Skeeter Jones, and I am going to show you how I will pack up a new purchase. Someone just bought this from me off of eBay, and it is a little cloisonne pot with a gemstone flower arrangement. There are all sorts of different types of these. They come in, I've seen them with little grape branches with birds on them, or a little bonsai trees, or flowers like this. And all of these petals and leaves are in different gemstones. I have had this in my store for a while, and so it's been sitting on the shelf. So first off, I am going to just clean it, clean the dust off. They make these by taking the different gemstones. Even these leaves are gemstone. They take the different pieces of gemstone and cut them and polish them and all of that to make them into the shapes of the leaves and flower petals. And then they use this, I believe, silk to wrap around these wires to make the stems. And then they arrange it in these little pots. They're not always going to be in a cloisonne pot. This one just happens to be. I dust everything from time to time in my collection, so there's not really much dust on there. I think most of the dust will probably be on the leaves. But these are really, really pretty. It's an art form. I don't know if they have like people who specialize in making these, but definitely the people who do it practice at what they're doing. You can tell because they're always so pretty and so detailed. There's like veins in the leaves. There's little edges on all the petals. Sometimes you'll find these and they'll be broken or chipped, but this one, thankfully, is not chipped at all. And it looks really, really nice. I found this at an estate sale some time ago, and I'd gotten actually at the end of the estate sale, and they were getting ready to just box up everything and set it out by the street next to their trash can. And they said that garbage pickup was the next day. So this did not deserve to go into a landfill at all. That is why I snatched it up, because I knew someone out there would appreciate it. So it sat in my store for a while, a few months, and someone actually bought this just today. And I got my Presidium here just so I can show you the different gemstones. Hopefully let me see if I can focus that so you can see them. I've forgotten what all of them are. I tested it when I first got it, but I don't recall what they all are. Let's see, that goes into the tourmaline, iolite garnet, tanzanite, aquamarine area. This purple, I believe, is amethyst, but just because it's purple doesn't necessarily mean that it's amethyst. This actually goes past the amethyst line into the jadeite spinel. You can see that, and this is probably the same. The little bud here. It doesn't go all the way into jadeite, but it does go into the nephrite area, which is a type of jade as well. Let's see, the yellow one here goes more into the tanzanite aquamarine area. I think I didn't test the white bud. So the yellow one also goes mostly into the tanzanite area. Let's check the white bud. It really reminds me of alabaster. And I don't know where alabaster would show up on the Presidium. This one's still moving, but it goes into the tanzanite as well. Can't remember what the petal was. Where was it? Well, also in the tourmaline, tanzanite area. the leaves, I believe. Let's see, it's kind of hard to find a smooth area without the probe going down into that groove. Well, I'm having a hard time getting a good spot. There we go. So same here on the leaves. But there it is, and it is gorgeous. You can see all of the petals are in really nice condition. All the buds aren't chipped either. When they make these, they're able to put the little curves and curls into the petals and make them look really natural. This truly is an art form. I don't know how old this art form is, but the people who do it are artisans, definitely. And then here's the little pot. I don't know what goes into the pot down here. I believe it is actually little gemstone chips. I don't know if I can get a good shot of that. I think that's gemstone chips that are just kind of glued in place down there. And then there is the pot with some enamel here. There's no signature on it, which is a shame, I think, because someone who's going to put this much work into something, I believe, deserves to get credit for it. But there it is, and I am going to now show you how I'm going to box that up for shipping. Okay, so I have found a box that it will fit in, actually, but I can't orient it like with the top and bottom like that because the the flaps will crush it. So I'm going to use this box, but I'm going to orient it this way and make sure I mark the top of the box as being what really is the side of the box. But I'm going to put it in diagonally like that after I package it up to keep it from breaking. So first off, I'm going to take some bubble wrap and I'll just cut it down. So that it'll fit down between the flowers and keep them from bending out of shape or out of place. Just carefully put it down between. If you come across these on estate sales or flea markets or yard sales or whatever, it's always good to pick them up, I think, because they have a really good resale value, which kind of actually fluctuates a bit. But even though it fluctuates, it's still good. Sometimes they resale market value on these will be around, in the 200s. Sometimes you'll see outliers here and there where somebody has sold one for, $20, probably because they didn't realize what they had and didn't check their comps. But general resale value on these, for me, has been up and down between around the 100 to 200 level. So just loosely putting some bubble wrap around, as I said, just to keep them from bending during shipping, to keep the petals and leaves from bumping into each other and maybe chipping during shipping. Just want to make sure you have that all protected. And it doesn't take a whole lot of work You just have to make sure that you do the work. Okay. And then I'll put another little leftover piece around the pot that it's in. And then I'm going to message the buyer to let them know to just carefully remove the tape as they are unpacking it. It's always best, well, probably not even just to remove the tape, but to just use some scissors to cut the bubble wrap free. So the more loose it is right there, the better. Okay, next is, don't knock the camera over, which is exactly what I did. So it's going to be a little noisy because I'm going to bunch up some paper, packing paper, and put that in the bottom. And then sit just like I said, diagonally in the box. Okay, and then you just have to get creative. I'm putting an air pillow just wherever they will fit. I don't want it to be tight in there, but I do want to prevent as much shifting as I can prevent. So the more shifting I can prevent, then the more protected it'll be, the less likely for things to get bent or chipped or anything like that. The stems may bend just a bit, but that's okay because they can just be bent back into shape when the buyer receives it. Okay, there we go. Okay. So there is that. Next, I'm going to write a thank you note to my buyer. Okay, so I like to write a thank you note. I try to personalize it every time. I look up the sale, the order details in eBay, and find the buyer's name so I can personalize the thank you letter. And then I include these things that I've printed out that have QR codes to my eBay store and to my YouTube channel. And I always try to include a gift that sort of matches whatever they bought. These are some little jadeite earrings with brass hoops, little dangles. So hopefully my buyer will enjoy those. Things that you can't sell jewelry-wise that you get in jewelry lots, those are good to hang on to as gifts because they might be nice, but just not something that brings a bunch of resale value. And they do bring value where it comes to like letting your buyer know you appreciate them. Just that little extra gesture can go a long way in maybe having a repeat buyer later on. And plus it's just nice to like know that you've made somebody smile, you've made their day when they open your package. So I box it all up, give it a little shake to make sure there's no shift in there. And I'm going to pause video right now because packing tape is very loud. Okay, I have it taped up and I have arrows drawn on it so everybody knows, everybody that handles it along the way knows first that it is fragile and that it needs to be oriented this way. It actually could theoretically lie down during shipping, but I like it to be upright. That'll just help prevent those petals from moving around much. So then I weigh it and measure it, because no one wants to get that message from eBay saying that you've been charged for inadequate shipping. So this is going to New York. It is coming up at 1 pound 5.5 ounces, and because my scale might not be completely calibrated according to the post office, I'm going to go ahead and round that up just to 2 pounds. And I have found that even though some boxes have measurements on them, they're not always exactly accurate either. So this is 11 by 8 by 6, and close enough, but I'm going to use my precise measurements. 11 by 8 by 6. And that is how I pack up a gemstone tree for shipping. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the content, please give me a thumbs up. Please share this with someone else who you think might also enjoy it. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you think about it. And if you have any information that you can share about how those gemstone trees are made and the people who make them, I would really like to hear about that. And thanks again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.